Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Hi Canada Magazine's Editor's Notes with me, Cy Williams. I'm in Ottawa today covering something very, very interesting to Canadians who have a perchance for pot. Well, the federal government has launched its long-awaited review today on how legalizing cannabis has affected the health of Canadians, the domestic cannabis industry, and its effect on the black market. The Liberals lifted a century-long prohibition on the recreational use and sale of cannabis in October 2018, with the provision that they review the law 3 years after it comes into force. Now that review is nearly 1 year overdue, 300 days. The legislation dictates that the federal government must investigate the impact of legalization on public health, consumption, Indigenous peoples, as well as growing the ability to legally grow cannabis at home. The government, the federal government, has opted to expand that review to examine whether legal cannabis has made any progress in displacing the illegal black market here in Canada. The review will also examine the economic, social, and environmental impacts of legalization, which enabled the creation of a brand new cannabis-related industry. A panel of experts will conduct the review, led by Maurice Rosenberg. A lawyer by background, he also served as the Deputy Health Minister of Justice, Health, and Foreign Affairs. Rosenberg is also the former president and CEO of the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation, a position I believe he left in 2018. The other 4 members of the panel have yet to be announced, but people are excited to find out who they are. This panel plans to hear from the public, from governments, from Indigenous peoples, from youth, from marginalized and racialized communities, from the cannabis industry representatives and the medical cannabis users. As well, they expect to hear from experts in health, substance use, criminal justice, and law enforcement. Well, Health Minister Genevieve Duclos and Addiction Ministers Caroline Bennett have asked the expert panel to apply a sex and gender lens to their investigation and to, in order to pay particular attention to how legalization has affected women, Indigenous and racialized people who might face greater barriers to participating in the legal industry. Duclos and Bennett must also present a report to the House of Commons and Senate within 18 months of this review being launched. So that's 18 months from today. Okay, that's it for me today. That's what I've been hearing on the street. I'm going to go head to a mixer over at Novotel here in Ottawa, and I'm going to be reaching out to cannabis CEOs and representatives today to get their reaction on this today's announcement. Okay, that's it for me. Make sure you download our latest issue of Hi Canada Magazine, issue number 75, off our website, Hi Canada Magazine, hicanada.net.